Welcome to Coffin Chronicles.
I'm Sha.
And I'm Nick.
And on this channel, we unearth stories about true crime, mysteries, and paranormal events that happened right here in the Philippines. All while doing our makeup.
So, if you're interested in those topics and you haven't seen our videos yet, go check them out on our channel right now.
Since it's our birthday month, we kind of change it up a little bit. So instead of our usual bigger topic, we are trying to focus it on our own story.
Yep, so for this episode, we're trying to mix it up, shake it up a bit, and try to make things interesting. Also because we had a lot more stories to tell from the last episode with Jam, our BFF. So, in that episode and also in this episode, we're going to talk about our brush with the real life creeps.
But enough about that, let's just go straight to the story.
I guess I'll start first kasi yung isang story medyo mild pa siya sa mga kwento natin for today. So, just to set the scene, set the stage right. So, this was, I forgot what year it was, but like a couple of years ago. So, this story is when I was working as an accounts manager in one of the local companies here in Manila. And if you're not aware, one of the things that you do as an account What's wrong with me? Kasi nagre-record na, ganon.
Hindi, sobrang fired up kasi sa story, ah.
Yeah, like, kumakulong dugo ko. Anyway, so yeah, as an account manager, is that you go on client visit, of course, meet with them, just talk about their progress and whatnot. So during this time, of course, because it's a meeting with a client, just of course, make sure that I'm presentable and everything. But I had to go visit them at their office. I had to commute, and then unfortunately, the building that I went to, it was already kind of dark, like from the lobby up to the elevator and everything, like the hallways, just the whole building was dark. And mind you, this was during work hours, so it was like what, just afternoon, may daylight pa nung time na yun.
I was actually gonna ask kasi sabi ko, okay, so towards the end of the night na ba to? Kasi may mga ganun eh, like for example, ako, may mga meetings ako before na 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, basta madilim lang yung building nila.
Oo. Parang, I don't know why, like, wala ata masyadong bintana or something, or basta, like, parang medyo dim yung light. But, like, the whole building was kind of dark. And then, mind you, like, this building, so they had parang in the ground floor or, like, the lobby area, may mga stores or, like, a mini mall sort of thing. And then, of course, like, as you go higher, mayroon ng offices and then more residential floors. Fast forward, meeting ends, I'm going home. It's still pretty early in the day. It's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, maybe. And then I have to head back to the office. Of course, naturally, I go down the elevator. I'm pretty like freaked out na dun sa elevator because it's kind of small and it's also kind of dark. And then medyo luma na siya.
Right.
And then as soon as the elevator doors open, I see these 2 African American guys or basta like black dudes that they were like pretty tall. Don't know who they were. They look like tourists kasi parang casual clothes lang sila and stuff. Of course, I walk out to leave the elevator and sakto nandun sila like both sides, left and right. And then like as I pass them, one of the guys, like he whispers into my ear, like gets really close, like invades your personal space, and then whispers into my ear something like, hey beautiful, hey whatever, yada yada, some shit like that, like really close. I don't know, but pero kinakilabutan talaga ako kasi I remember that moment na parang feeling so invaded. Parang yung privacy is really invaded, na parang wala ka ng personal space and shit, that they're all up in your face.
Yeah, and for them to whisper anything.
Yeah, na parang nakakainis. Alam mo, parang, I'm not saying it just to brag, parang, oh my God, ang ganda ko. Like, foreigners, they love me, right? Hindi naman sa ganun eh. It's like,
I don't think anyone wants to be treated that way.
Yeah, exactly. Na parang, thank you, like, for the appreciation and shit, but
not like this.
It's still a proper way to approach people, diba? Parang, why whisper? You could have said it out loud. Let the other people hear na, okay, this is happening. And then second, like, parang really, like, as I left the elevator, I'm in a dark space, in a dark cramped space, doon mo pa sasabihin. Like, in that manner, my mind, like, went racing na agad na parang, oh my God, please, wag naman ito yung moment na nakikita mo sa news or, like, sa TV na parang hinablot ka na lang and just brought you somewhere else. Like, who knows, diba?
Yeah.
And, shit, nanginig ako just talk about it because it fucking sucks talaga. And
How?
mind you, like, I'm not that tall. Like, I'm only 5.
She is not. Like,
okay, like, hold up. Okay, I know.
I just took the opportunity and run with it.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'm not that tall. And, like, they're, like 6 foot tall guys na parang, alam mo yun, and, like, their build was kind of on the muscular fit side. So, if they wanted anything to happen, they could have already made it happen. They could have. It was scarring. I know it's not as bad as, other females might have experienced, or anyone really might have experienced, but
it's still bad, period. Like, no one ever wants to feel that way. I feel like
Alam mo yun,
kahit
parang just like one step like towards the wrong direction, it like the whole thing could have changed na the whole situation. Parang
yeah.
yeah.
At saka parang, alam mo, syempre, madalas yung mga babae, dino-joke lang na. Pero kapag pogi yan, okay lang. But I don't,
Yeah.
like, personally, if that happens to you, tapos in that manner pa, I don't think kahit pogi siya,
I don't
magiging
think
okay ka.
matutuwa. Yeah. And trying to remember what they looked like. Like, they weren't ugly-looking guys. Alam mo yun? Parang they looked like an average person. Not super, like, model-esque na, oh my God, runway model, gano'n. Hindi. Pero, iba pa rin yung feeling na parang, yun nga, I keep saying na parang they're invading your personal space. Pero it is true na parang, I don't know you, you don't know me, parang you don't have the right to talk to me like that. And then, I just wanted to point out then, like, the clothes that I was wearing, because we get this a lot. Especially recently, na parang, hindi kasi magsuot ka na maayos na damit. Diba? Like, what
Like,
is
it's our
maayos na
fault.
damit? Like, it's our fault. And mind you, this was a time that I had to go to a meeting. I was at work. So, of course, I'm gonna dress appropriately, whatever the fuck that means. Di ako nagtatawag ng, unwarranted attention to myself. That is not an excuse.
Never an excuse.
Yeah. I mean, like, we can be vigilant. We can, like, protect ourselves. And, like, against yung mga manyak talaga. But it's not because of our clothes. It is not the way. It's not because of the way we dress. Need to calm down a bit. So, nanginginig ako sa galit. Inis ako. Ikaw ba siya? Like, do you have any other more experiences na, hindi natin pag-usapan with Jam? Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out.
Yes, madami pa. Sadly, sobrang dami pa. But one of the stories that I'm gonna share to you now is when we were in college, I joined an organization kasi like the cheerleading organization, and we had a competition that we had to prepare for. So parang after school, we went to this basketball court where we practice our routine. And usually, dahil after school siya, it's late at night. So it starts at 6 or 7 p.m. And then I think at that time, we ended at around 10. So, nung college, wala naman akong kotse. Actually, hanggang ngayon, wala naman akong kotse. But, after nung training, we all went home, and then ako, sumakay ako ng jeep, nag-commute ako. Hold on. I just need to make a perfect circle. I think that's fine. And then, usually kasi, pagka umuwi ako or anywhere, naka-earphones ako lagi. It doesn't really mean that I'm listening to anything. I just want to have my earphones. Para, the usual na parang you don't want other people to talk to you, ganyan. But just pretend that you're not hearing them para to avoid conversation. So that's what I do. So usually kasi, pag sumasakay ako ng jeep, nakatingin ako sa labas. Like, I look outside. And then napansin ko, there's this one motorcycle that keeps on like tailing us. And then, dumidikit siya dun sa jeep. So parang at first, parang okay, whatever. Baka mapunta din siya kung saan ako mapunta. And then, eventually, I got to our subdivision. And then, naglalakad na akong ganyan. Kasi yung subdivision kasi namin, hindi siya yung sobrang subdivision na subdivision. Parang, yes, there's a guard. But if you're confident enough para makapasok, like, you'll get inside. Like, they're not really strict or anything. So, and ako kasi usually, I like to walk. So, even if it's late at night, and our house is not that far away from the gate of the subdivision. So, I just walk at night. So, I just walked that night. So, when I was walking inside the subdivision, I saw that the motorcycle was still there. Tapos, there was this one point that he stopped in front of me, and then he was saying something, but I'm trying to block it off, and then I just pretended that I can't hear him. Parang, like, I pointed.
Do you remember what he said?
No, kasi he did not take off his helmet.
Oh, okay.
So,
I don't hold your voice niya.
I don't think he ever like lifted the what do you call that? The thing.
The flap.
The thing that covers their eyes or their whole face, depending on the type of the helmet. But I don't remember him doing that. I can really hear what he's saying, but I know that he was talking. So again, I just pretended that I didn't hear him, and then I pointed to my earphones, and I just kept walking.
Hindi niya inulit yung sinabi niya.
I don't know. Ganito ginawa ako, sabi ko, huh? Tapos I walk.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sure.
Kasi I was trying to avoid any conversation with him. Kasi it's already weird that I think that's the same motorcycle that was tailing us. And then, oh my God, you're here now. And then you stopped me from walking. So, eventually, nung nakarating na ako sa street namin, I saw him again. So, he was really following me. And then I decided na, okay, at least for him to avoid like knowing where I live, I'll just head straight to my friend's house, like our neighbor. We live across from our house. So I went there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, right when I was about to go to my friend's house, like my dad went out the house. So when I saw him, I shouted immediately, like, Dad, that guy has been following me. And then Dad confronted the guy.
Good thing he was outside. Good thing he was there.
Yeah, he told me like inside, so I don't really know what they talked about. But then obviously asked my dad because I was really curious. So I asked him, okay, so what was up? What did he say? What did he tell you? Then he said that the guy apparently was just saying that he thinks that I'm beautiful and wanted to get my number, blah 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 blah. But then obviously dad told him like, well, that's not how you go about it. Yun, and he left. Fun, right? Why do they think that this type of things are necessary for them to appreciate us? To show their appreciation. How, in what world is that okay?
Yeah, like 10 o'clock at night, susundan ka, like, hanggang sa bahay nyo. What?
So yeah, that was one of my story. So flattering. Ikaw, what else do you want to share? Okay, so as you can see, ang dami na nangyari. So we had to take it off camera para we can focus because medyo mahirap siyang gawin while talking. So now we're back with this.
Promise namin. I had to take off some of my makeup and she had to put on some.
I think, Nix, you have more that you want to share?
Definitely, yes. So, yung story mo about like following you until your home, it reminded me actually of incident that happened to me. Okay, so this was just like an average day. I was in high school, so I lived in Kuwait with my parents. On this day, like my mom and I, just the both of us, we decided to go out. It wasn't like it wasn't really like a mall, but it was like a section of shops. So the agreement was that, like she had to go and run some errands, and then I was just gonna like stay there in the stores, like look around, go window shopping, yada yada. And then we planned to meet each other, or like she planned to go pick me up at the bookstore. Like that was my last stop. So I went to like a few stores like before that, and then like I noticed this guy like following me. Paid him no mind, na parang baka kataon lang na like andun siya sa few stores. And then finally when I reached the bookstore, dun na siya parang mas lumalapit and everything. And then like as in like every
breath you take.
Yeah, nandun siya.
Every move
like,
you make. Sorry.
But I feel like that totally sums it up.
Wait, did you see what I did? I did this.
I can leave that shit in. So like I noticed this guy like following me around the bookstore, and then to a point na parang palapit na siya ng palapit, and basta parang first na-notice ko na parang palagi na siya nandun, and he's getting creepier and creepier. So like I approached like one of the sales ladies because my mom was taking a bit long, and I didn't know like exactly what time she would be back or kung anong oras sa tapos yung errands niya. But then like I finally approached like one of the sales people in the store and like told them na okay, medyo weird yung guy, ganun, can I just stay with you, yada yada. But buti naman, like they were really friendly and nice to me. Hinayaan lang nila ako doon sa may counter nila and stuff, just stay where there were a lot of people around. And finally my mom arrived. I don't know if I told her or not, but I didn't notice na rin kung saan pumunta yung guy. Baka like napansin na rin niya na nahalata ako na that I was acting creepy.
Okay, last story na. Hindi ba ako
Yeah, why
Ako naman, yung last story ko is my experience when my friend Riza, naglalakad kami going home because she was also my office mate before. Oh, by the way, we're back again. We had to, as you can see, medyo matagal yung look ni Nix ngayon, so we had to take it off camera, and even myself, medyo mahirap siyang gawin. Yeah, we did not time this properly.
Nope.
So, yun nga, we were renting before. Parehas kami ng pinagrentahan. Magkaibang room lang, gano'n. So, lapit lang yung dorm na narentahan namin dun sa office, kaya nilalakad lang namin siya. So, habang naglalakad kami, ito kasing lugar na to, hindi siya masyadong daanan ng mga pedestrian. It's mostly cars that goes by. Obviously, this was at night kasi tapos na yung office hours namin, pauwi na kami. And there was this tricycle full of men na na we just had a feeling that they are construction workers. Kasi, alam mo yung ibang damit, kadalasan ng mga damit ng construction workers are long sleeves, tapos ano yun, what they call that? Like the chunky boot. So anyway, so nung dumaan sila, they were yelling at us na parang, hi miss, yung ganda, chicks, tapos yung mga sumisipol pa, mga ganon. Tapos parang kami, like, that's obviously towards us kasi at that time, dalawa lang kami na naglalakad.
Yeah.
And again, just like you, galing kaming office noon, so people cannot say na, baka kasi masyadong sexy yung suot mo, baka kasi masyadong yung size mo,
Yeah, all of those, like,
all those bullshit. So we were
Victim
wearing jeans and t-shirt. The t-shirt is not even that fit. Alam mo yun? So, tapos for them, na sobrang lakas ng loob nila na isigaw yung mga ganon sa amin. So, obviously, wala silang hiya. And nung time na yon, I was in the mood. I was in the mood na makipag-away. Kasi, usually, kapag may nagka-catcall sa akin, just like what I told you kanina, lagi akong nag-earphones lang. I just try to ignore everyone para to avoid any conversation. And usually, when I walk, either nakatingin lang ako sa baba habang lalakad or like straight. Like, really, I'm not
like
looking
avoid eye contact.
Avoiding eye contact talaga. But this time, yun nga, I was in the mood na patulan sila. So, that's what exactly what I did. So, parang at first, kasi syempre moving sila, diba? So, nalagpasan nila kami. Tapos, syempre, nagrarant ako kay Rida na galit ako kasi, ano nga to, ang lalakas ng loob, kakapal ng mukha. Like, hindi ko nagigets kung ano nakukuha nila kapag sinisigaw nila yun sa mga babae. Dahil nga, this is a road na maraming mga sasakyan na dumadaan, meron siyang intersection, tapos merong traffic aid, pinahinto niya yung traffic nung way nung tricycle. Sabi ko, nga naman, pagka sinuswerte ka. So, huminto sila. So, the moment na huminto sila, pinagsisigawan ko sila. Sabi ko, hoy, kayo! Tapos, pinagmumura ko sila. Ina nyo, kakapal ang mukha ninyo. Tapos, the moment that I did that, bigla sila nagtiklupan. Di ba kanina, sobrang yayabang nila, ang lalakas ng loob, ganyan, sigaw-sigaw sila. Tapos, nung pinatulan ko sila, biglang tahimik. Tapos, the usual, yung, hindi ko yun, hindi ko yun. Oo. Ito yun, tuturuan sila. Tapos parang medyo natatawa-tawa pa sila. Pero nung nakikita siguro nila na galit ako, tapos lakas ng sigaw ko, tapos pinagduduro ko silang lahat. Doon na sila medyo parang natatahimik. Tapos dahil nga maraming mga sasakyan, may ibang mga sasakyan na naka-roll down yung window nila, ganyan. So parang pinahiya ko talaga. Sabi ko, itong mga to, mga to, ganyan. As in, sobrang lakas ng boses ko na tinuturo ko sila, kapal mo ka to, mga bastos to, ganyan. Just, as in, si Riza, parang, I think she wants to stop me, but at the same time, she's just so happy na nangyayari yun. So parang, hindi naman sobrang tagal ko silang sinigaw-sigawan, pero it just felt so good.
Good enough time.
Ayun nga, na sobrang ibang klase talaga sila, na nauna lakas ng loob nila, but when they were called out, biglang, alam mo yun, biglang, ako yun, ganyan. Biglang ganon. So, at saka nag-go na rin kasi yung stop nila.
Okay.
And at that time, parang feeling ko, I took one for the team. Alam mo yun, syempre, pinagtinginan din ako ng mga tao na parang, of course, medyo nakakahiya din naman kasi at the end of the day, ikaw yung parang ano yung tawag doon?
Make no scene, ganon.
Oo, like, but then at the same time, parang inisip ko na lang, me doing that would, at least in my head, like somehow, it would warn the guys na, baka susunod nilang gawin yun, ipahiya ulit sila or pagsisigawan ulit sila.
Yeah, at least
parang
hindi lang tatanggapin na parang, and you know, like, parang make them feel na parang, hindi, tahimik lang naman siya, siyang gagawin eh.
Oo, na parang, para this time, mag-hesitate naman sila.
Yeah.
Okay, worth it ba na isigaw ko yung mga ganong bagay?
Tapos mapahiya.
Oo, tapos mahipahiya. Kasi syempre, mag-aasaran din sila na sila, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. I mean, the moral, at least for my story, like what I've learned from it is that sometimes it's okay to make a scene. Na kahit parang feeling mo, ikaw yung mapapahiya, but you know, ganun talaga. Kasi para at least, diba, hindi nila iisipan na pwede nilang gawin yun ulit sa ibang tao or baka gawin ulit nila sa'yo.
Right, yeah, and I agree exactly with you na, you know, maybe kahit hindi totally must-stop yung ugali nilang ganon, maybe at least it will make them think twice about doing it again to someone else. So yun guys, this is what we had for you today. This is our look. I'm sorry, hindi ako masyado makapag-project. Ang hirap pala magsalita. can't laugh, I can't smile. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let us know in the comments below, like what you think, if you had these sorts of experiences as well, and maybe like, share tips with other people out there and combat the issues around that. We'd love to hear them.
But before we end this episode, we would just like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who joined us in our birthday episodes. And of course, to you guys, to everyone who has been watching, who has been supporting us on all our social medias, on Facebook and Instagram, and of course, YouTube.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, for all the support. And if you're new here, follow us on Coffin Chronicles PH on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, if you like these videos and you want to see more, like, follow, and subscribe to Coffin Chronicles PH on YouTube.
Thanks for watching!
Until next time!
Bye!
Bye!
Hindi kin daliri ko magkaiba pa!
Ang gusto